All right. Do we want to introduce? Do you want to start?
Sure. Hello to everybody listening. My name is Tyus. I also go by Kaze. And I am here with my friend TJ. We are here with the Untitled Gaming Podcast Project.
It's a very, very serious project. It's been in the
Mhm.
works for a long time. We're rolling it out. This is our first episode, and today we are talking about the Nintendo Direct. We've been in a drought, as it were. No Nintendo Directs for over 500 days, and now we get one. And did it live up to our expectations?
Uh, Me personally, I thought that if I am grading this direct out of 10, I thought it was like a solid 9 out of 10.
I feel that. I streamed it earlier, and afterwards, I think I gave it like a 6 or a 7. And like watching back, I kind of cringed at that because I really feel way different after thinking about it. I'm gonna be fair though. I'm gonna give it an 8. I will say just because look, I've had some directs in the past that I think really spoke to me more. At least in terms of like, I mean, I guess it's very easy to say like when Breath of the Wild first showed like gameplay and stuff like that. I'm like that kind of like mind blowing stuff. But like there was some really good shit in this direct. I hope my grade doesn't like reflect poorly on the quality of what was announced. I guess.
Yeah, no. I'm well aware that I'm rating this direct so high because so many of the things in this direct like almost seem like tailor-made for me.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I figured that. I mean, that's the same thing goes for me. I'm just fucking. No, we can just get into it. You want to start with let's start with you. What's your first topic?
Okay, maybe for first topic, let's do what we thought was the best reveal of the direct and the
Ooh.
worst reveal of the direct.
Oh, dude, yes. Okay. What's
I'm well
yours?
aware of what your best, what your favorite reveal of the direct was.
Yeah, that one's pretty easy.
Um, for me, well, in terms of games that we didn't know about, um, I might say that the Famicom Club is actually something that I'm really excited for, simply because I remember reading about. Oh wait, what am I talking about? Project Triangle Strategy got announced. I'm stupid. That
Why did
is
you threw Famicom? Fuck, what's it called?
Famicom Detective Club.
Famicom Detective Club. Why'd you throw that under the bus so quickly? Come on.
Because I don't know how it escaped my mind, but I forgot that Project Triangle Strategy got announced, and like I remember looking up the Famicom Detective Club when I was younger because I read about it somewhere, and I thought like, oh wow, this seems like a really cool like mature murder mystery, like almost kind of visual novel esque type game, like something similar to like maybe the Phoenix Wright games.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
so like I was really really stoked to see that it's getting like a complete remaster where it's like, updated visuals, a full voice acting, and just like the fact that it's coming to the West for the first time. I
Was
thought that
that
was really
game
cool.
on the original Famicom? Is that why it's called Famicom Detective Club, or is that just the title? Was it on like PCs or?
If I'm not mistaken, it was on the original Famicom.
Oh, so it was like 8-bit. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god. Okay, yeah, because
Yeah,
those.
the original one was in 1988 for the Nintendo Famicom.
Okay, yeah. Because looking at it, well, first off, I've never really played a visual novel. And I've
Hmm.
been kind of like interested because I played like 2 second like 20 minutes of like Doki Doki Literature Club, and that's like my only experience with like visual novels. And it wasn't because like I got bored or anything. I just like I had to move on to something else, and then I just got so like sidetracked with other things. That's usually just
Hmm.
how I roll with games. But looking at this, like the presentation actually like really astonished me. I think like the artwork looks really good. I liked the use of like the little cutaways that they had. Like it really like looks like it could be very entertaining.
Yeah, I agree. I remember looking it up a long time ago, so realistically, I do not remember like anything about the plot or anything.
That's good.
So I am very excited to get into this game when it comes out.
And they are two totally separate games, right? I noticed like when I was watching, I made like the red and blue comparison. It's not like two halves of the same game. It's like two separate games, right?
Yeah, it is two separate games.
That's crazy. Like right out the gate. I gotta check that out. I really, that was on my radar for sure.
And for me, I would say the worst reveal, probably Star Wars Hunters.
Bro, you took mine. I have one. I put two on my worst, but I'll share my other
if
one.
not Star Wars Hunters, then I'd probably say Fall Guys.
Oh damn! Really, Fall Guys. Has the momentum really fallen out from that game?
I would assume so, because I know like when it came out, it like let me look up let me see how many people are playing Fall Guys like on Steam charts.
Oh
yeah. Okay, well there's still quite a bit of people. Like in the past 24 hours, there was a peak of 13,000 people playing.
Okay, I mean that's not too bad.
Yeah, but like compared to the all-time peak of 172,000 like concurrent players.
Okay, yeah.
It has dropped a bit, and I don't know, man. I feel like what's it called? Games like Among Us taking off just kind of really put a halt on, and I think Fall Guys kind of gets, at least I don't know about now, but before it kind of got stale really quickly because there was just a small pool of games. I know they added more, but I haven't played the game since I bought it pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up. I never ended up buying it. I got it because it was free on PlayStation for 1 month. But the most common complaint I saw was just that it got really repetitive really quickly, and I noticed that when I was playing it too. I thought it was really neat, and like it's a pretty cool like thing to see so many people like doing it. If anything, just a fun take on the battle royale genre. But like, yeah, I could see that game getting pretty old pretty quickly. And also just like because when it came out on PS4 initially, it ran at like 30 FPS, and like I thought it just was awful. They eventually patched it and it ran at 60. It's not gonna run on 60 on Switch.
I doubt it.
There's no way. And I mean like I mean this is something I'm gonna have to bring up later when we talk about it, but like certain games getting ported to Switch, I just have no need to play that on Switch. We'll get to that when we get to it. But Fall Guys, in terms of Fall Guys, yeah, I can agree with that. Definitely wasn't like too like excited as I would have been like last year, like when it came out. All right, I guess I'll go through. If we're going through my most, I guess okay, because you picked I guess we picked Famicom Detective Club. Should I pick something that's like not like Nintendo announced that's like my highest pick?
Well, I was gonna go with Famicom Detective Club, and then I went for
right.
Triangle Strategy.
Yeah, no, that was the easiest.
Yeah, I was like, how did I forget about this? I mean, I think you could go for anything.
Okay, if anything, it's obviously Splatoon 3. Like, oh my, that blew my fucking mind that they announced Splatoon 3.
I wasn't sure what it was when they first showed it. I was like, oh, is this like a trailer for like more DLC or something like that? And then boom, it was like, no, this is just a new game.
I'll be honest, when I first saw the desert, I was thinking Mario Odyssey 2. I don't know why. I was expecting them to do some sort of like another fake out like the dinosaur trailer. It's like, I was like, oh, they're showing like post-apocalyptic landscape, and then like they're just gonna throw Mario in there and be like, oh, okay, Mario game. Like, it could be fun, a post-apocalypse world and Mario. I could see it.
Yeah.
But as for Splatoon 3, well, first off, like I'm pretty sure it's just running off Splatoon 2's engine. It looks like same assets and everything, which doesn't really bother me. Splatoon 2 looks great anyway, and I'm more puzzled in terms of what they showed, because I noticed, I thought it was like open world looking. They showed her walking around before she gets to the train station, and it looks way more open than anything in Splatoon 2. That's why at first I thought it was just gonna be a spin-off or something, but when they showed the actual multiplayer match, Splatoon 3 and everything, I was very, very wrong. I'm just surprised because I did not think that Nintendo, I just don't see them as the kind of company like because a lot of people were thinking that Mario Kart 9 was going to be announced, and I still don't know how to feel about that because I feel like Nintendo is not really the kind of company that when they have like a competitive, well, I don't know, I could maybe I'm just talking shit, but like at least for like Splatoon 2, it feels weird to like abandon it and move on to Splatoon 3 because that feels like a Call of Duty thing, if that makes sense. Like that feels like something like an Activision kind of tactic. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong because I was going to say they wouldn't do that for any competitive game or multiplayer game, but there's multiple like Mario parties on the system. There's like, you can make arguments for that.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I can't compare it to Call of Duty when like a new Call of Duty game comes out essentially like every year. Splatoon 2 came out 4 years ago.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. It was 4 years ago.
Yeah, it came out in 2017, and Splatoon 3 is not coming out until 2022. So we still got to wait a year for that game.
Dude, I was working in an office building when Splatoon 2 came out because I remember I'd play that on my my lunch breaks. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's 4 years ago. Yeah, know what? It's fitting, and like honestly, I am glad just to see Nintendo giving support to like a new like franchise because Splatoon is that their most recent one? At least like the most recent like big franchise.
I think that might be their biggest new IP.
Yeah, at least biggest new IP. I'm trying to think of like anything that slipped away. Project Codename Steam or whatever it is. Was that Nintendo? Do you know the one I'm talking about? The like tactical RPG with like Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, but is that the most recent one? I can't think about. I'm honestly not too sure.
Yeah, it's not something we know off the top of our heads, but anyway, the whole point is though, I'm just glad to see some Splatoon support, and I'm gonna be playing the shit out of that. Me and Maya, Maya's my girlfriend, and she plays the hell out of Splatoon 2, and she was working and literally jumped out of her chair in her office when it came on. She wasn't even supposed to be watching the direct.
Yeah, didn't you tell me that she was like a X rank in
Yep.
in Splatoon 2, like the highest rank available?
And she got me into the competitive Splatoon scene, so I was like really getting into watching the competitive Splatoon. So I'm hoping some of the teams from Splatoon 2 have retired. I'm hoping they come back maybe for Splatoon 3. A lot of them left just because Splatoon 2 lost support and like Nintendo wasn't like going to be, obviously because they don't free Melee, but you know what I mean. They're not going to be supporting the competitive scene for a lot of these games. Yeah. If they actually gave a shit and like put in some effort for some Splatoon 3 like esports, I mean, even because that's how they advertised the Switch with Splatoon 2. They were like, oh, with the Switch, it's perfect for esports. You can just like bring it with you.
That honestly, like, I remember watching that announcement trailer and seeing that like esports arena and then like the whole teams sitting down on each side and playing Splatoon 2. Like, I really thought that they were gonna. Yeah, I had hope, and this past year Nintendo has proven to me that I shouldn't have hope.
Yeah, dude, I totally feel that. And what's it called? The only thing I can say, at least positively, like looking towards the multiplayer of this game, Nintendo recently updating their servers. I wonder if this has anything to do with it. If they're preparing for Splatoon 3. I mean, people were saying like a bunch of things, not just.
Oh, you know what the first game is that's going to be using their new servers, right?
Dude, our fucking top game of 2021.
Monster Hunter Rise, baby.
You fucking know it.
Apparently, the demo was also running on their new servers, which is why
the demo was running smooth, man.
Yeah, like even with like 3 random people from God knows where, it felt smooth.
Dude, I fucking. I'm gonna just derail this. This is gonna become the Monster Hunter Rise podcast.
Hey, man. I mean, I've been gushing about Monster Hunter since like 2006. I'm totally fine with it happening.
Oh my god. Anyway, so I'll just wrap up my thoughts on Splatoon 3. Super hype. Can't wait to see what else they got in store in terms of story mode, because I felt like the story mode was an afterthought in Splatoon 2. Octo expansion kind of felt like the actual story mode that they probably should have had. So I'm thinking they're going to put more effort into this one. Splatoon 3 is going to be my choice for most excited from this direct. Now, in terms of my most disappointing, Star Wars Hunters. The other thing besides Star Wars Hunters is do you remember this one? I feel like you probably don't even remember this one. Knockout City.
Honestly, I was kind of interested in it.
No way! Come on.
I mean, I'm willing to give most things a shot. I'm
Okay.
not saying like I'm hyped for it or anything. But I think the concept is very interesting.
To me, okay, I'll explain my choice for this one. Well, first off, when I watched it on stream, it was like right after I dropped my chair on my toe, so I was in pain. But then going into the start of the trailer, it just like I felt really weird. I didn't know like who they were pandering towards. Like I could.
That's true.
It like felt like they were talking down to gamers in a way, because it's like you literally have like a 8-bit like sprite, you have like a CS:GO guy, a World of Warcraft orc, and it's like I mean like I get it, like I think it's just kind of to show that like you don't really, you could be anybody and play this game, I guess, but like it just felt like it's being talked down to. And also again, did Ninjala come out?
Yeah, Ninjala's been out.
Because this game was giving me major Ninjala vibes in the way that it looked like it was playing. Maybe it's just me, but like just the way that they're like running around and like I don't know, because like in Ninjala you can shoot like the like bubblegum balls, and I don't know, looking at the gameplay of this was giving me those like flashbacks. I will say though, you know, like most disappointing game, I cannot give an actual critique of this game because it's not out yet. It could totally be good. I was just getting vibes though of people cashing in on like a multiplayer. Like I was seeing this game being free to play, and like, I mean, I don't know. It could be good, but for me, it just seemed uninspired personally. Uninspired. Ooh, my fine video game tastes.
When I saw the Star Wars Hunters announcement,
oh my god,
I thought it was going to be something more akin to like, I don't know, maybe like the Outer Worlds, I think it's called, or Outer Wilds or something. Not Outer Wilds, because that's the one that's like the time thing. I think it's Outer Worlds.
Are we talking
Hmm?
about the Terraria like space game?
I don't know if it's like Terraria. It's like essentially like almost kind of like space Skyrim.
Space. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Fuck yeah, it is Outer Worlds. The Bethesda, or not Bethesda. Fuck, it's the people that made New Vegas. They made a new studio.
Well, let me look it up. Obsidian Entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I at first I thought it was gonna be something like that, and I was like, oh, this could be a really cool Star Wars thing.
Oh my god.
And then it's just like, it is a third-person shooter, and I'm just like, oh, it's like an arena shooter.
No.
I'm not gonna play it.
Dude, I have a feeling it's gonna be. No, it could be an arena shooter. For some reason, when they put the puzzle pieces, because they're like third-person shooter, free to play, competitive. In my mind, yeah, I guess I could see how that's an arena shooter because it's like Quake or something. But I was immediately, I thought Battle Royale. I thought we were getting like Star Wars Battle Royale.
Oh, I just Googled it. According to the official Star Wars website,
What?
it is a competitive arena combat game.
Okay, arena. Okay, well, it's still gonna be shit. Is it really from the Farmville people?
Yeah, Zynga are the people that made like Farmville, Mafia Wars, like all sorts of of different Facebook games.
Oh my god. I straight up thought that this was just gonna be a port. I think there's like a Star Wars mobile game where it's like a card-based game or something like that. I thought it was just gonna be a port of that. Either like there's gonna be. It just feels like mobile games are flooding into the Switch like eShop. Is how it feels when I see this.
I mean, the good thing about the Nintendo Switch eShop is that it seems like Nintendo is letting like any kind of indie publisher put whatever they want onto the Switch.
That's true.
The downside is they're letting anything get onto the Switch.
No, exactly. Oh my god, dude. I look, EA they didn't lose it, but like EA doesn't own exclusive rights to Star Wars games anymore. I just
Oh, they don't.
I thought yeah no it's I think Ubisoft's already announced that they're working on like an open world, so some sort of open world Star Wars game. I'm hoping it's
Oh,
something like that
promise.
canceled. Yeah, there was a canceled Star Wars game called like Star Wars 1313 that was supposed to be like a Boba Fett open world like bounty hunter game. I mean, like if they could do something along those lines, like that'd be great. It could be great. Oh
Yeah.
no. As long as it's not EA, I guess. As long as I mean, wait, it did. I guess EA is making that Plants vs Zombies game coming out, right?
Because I know that there's already a Plants vs Zombies like Call of Duty style game called Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare.
Yeah, I remember. I remember that purely because of that E3 when they announced it and they brought out the big zombie on stage and everybody was just like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah.
That's my only vivid memory of Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. The guy like lumbering out and then lumbering away.
Yeah, I think I saw my friend's little brother play it for like 2 minutes, and I was like, okay, well, I don't need to see anything else.
No, pretty much. My girlfriend's little brother plays it, and or at least had like the PS4 one, and like it's one of those things where it's like I don't think there's no dedicated single player to that game, and like he was at a time where he didn't have online, so like the game to him was just setting up like that lobby where you have all the AI bots and you just kind of do the same thing over and over again. And I was just watching it. I'm like, I feel sad. I just feel sad watching this.
I see.
But yeah, I didn't real. I mean, they must have made money or something to be getting a port on Switch. So the Plants vs Zombies fans out there, Nintendo sees you.
Yep, all 6 of you.
I'll say. All right. I wanted to bring this up, and I think this is getting into something that is probably a big deal on your notebook. It is a good time to be a fan of PlayStation 1 JRPGs.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so Legend of Mana and Saga Frontier.
Yeah, admittedly, I have never played a Saga game, but I've heard that they're really good. But
Yeah.
like the Legend of Mana remaster, remake, whatever you want to call it, when they showed that game, it literally brought tears to my eyes because I have so many fond memories playing it when I was a little kid with like my cousins or whatever. And like I think the moment that I actually teared up was when they showed that there was like the arranged music, and it was just so beautiful to me that I couldn't help myself.
Dude, I love that. Honestly, that's what you want from a remaster is that like ability to like see it as best quality as possible and to like relive like how you felt like when you first played it.
Definitely. Like that to me was like one of the reasons why this direct was like so good. Cuz like admittedly like some of the other stuff they announced like Outer Wilds I'm kind of whatever on. I'm
Mhm.
like I'm cold on it.
Oh yeah.
Xenoblade or the Mithra and Pyrrha as DLC fighter for Smash.
Oh
Um
god.
I don't really care personally.
You.
I'm not
Mhm.
I've more or less dropped out of the competitive Smash Ultimate scene.
Mhm. Fair enough.
Um, mainly because I hate playing online.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, I've more or less stopped caring, especially because it seems like Nintendo's not going to give a shit about us.
Yeah, I was gonna get into the whole the Smash announcement once we were done talking about or like later or whatever.
Oh, do you want to get into that now, or?
I mean, if you're down, if you're we can get into it because people be mad about another fucking anime sword fighter. I don't
People be
care,
mad
man.
and people also be happy, and it's just like, eh.
I mean that's just how it fucking goes with Smash announcements anyway. It doesn't matter. Everyone's gonna give it shit. Everybody's gonna love it. For me personally, like I have not played Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It is a game that I keep kind of getting on my radar where I'm like, oh, it looks kind of interesting, but like I also like own the first Xenoblade Chronicles and I can never get into it. So I have that worry of like I probably won't get into the sequel if I can't get into the first one.
From what I understand, the sequel makes a lot of improvements from the first one, and you don't need to have played the first one to play the sequel.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So there's a chance.
me personally, I borrowed Xenoblade Chronicles 2 from my friend for like 2 weeks,
Mm.
and I played it for like a total of 2 hours.
Oh, good.
The combat just didn't really, I didn't really get into it. Apparently, it gets better as you go on, but it
Mm.
just could not hold my attention.
Yeah, yeah, no, I feel that. I am glad though for the people that like were really hoping for this. I saw Omni's reaction. He he lost his shit entirely.
Did you see the screenshot that he posted on Twitter?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, I was scrolling through Twitter after the announcement, and that brought me to tears, man.
Dude, he's a different person when he streams. Like, holy shit. I did not realize that. I'm so used to him being so like chill, like chilled out, but holy shit, no chill.
Oh yeah, he's completely different when he's because like his videos are meant to be more of like news kind of things,
Oh yeah.
and then his when he streams, he's just off the cuff. It's great.
No, it really is. Like, see, that's the thing though. Like for people like Omni, people that are like looking forward for like Pyra and Mithril, is that the other
Mithra.
Mithril? For people who are excited for them, like that makes me happy to see that. Yeah, just as for me, it's like I feel kind of the same like worn out feeling right now in terms of just like the way Nintendo treats the Smash community, and like it's like, do I like really feel that excited anymore about like this? Because where's it gonna go, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like I told you, I felt the same. Like when they announced Sephiroth, a lot of people thought I was going to be like stupid excited because it's like Sephiroth, it's like the Final Fantasy bad guy, like he's fighting Cloud, he fucking kills Mario in the trailer.
It's a good trailer though. You got to give it that. It's a pretty good trailer.
I think Smash does trailers like no other.
Oh yeah.
I still think that the Mega Man announcement trailer for
Oh my
Smash
God,
4
dude.
is one of the greatest video game trailers of all time. Like
Fucking
I watched that
butterflies
shit
every
in
time.
the morning and I screamed so loud I kicked my brother's door in and I told him like Mega Man's in Smash and he was like, the fuck are you doing in my room at 5 in the morning? And I'm like, Mega Man's in fucking Smash.
But I mean, they are the masters of like misdirection. Like it's so I during the stream when the trailer started, I straight up just kept talking about, oh, it's so good that like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is still getting support and DLC.
I saw your reaction clip on Twitter because I was like, oh, it's probably like Rex or Pyrrha for Smash, and then like when they got to that little scene of like Rex finding Pyrrha,
Oh yeah, that
I
was
saw
what I
in the
know.
background one of the little spires on the ground. I was like, oh, it's Final
Yep.
Destination for Smash Ultimate, so that means that it's like Pyrrha and Smash. And it's just like, I've been invited to Smash. I was like, yeah, it's Pyrrha and Smash.
Yeah, same realization as it was happening. I love how much it went over my head, and I was like really congratulating like the team. I'm like, way to give so much support to this game. I'm like, wow, aren't they great for making new DLC and keeping this game alive after so long? No. But yeah, no, I honestly, like, at this point there's 2 more characters that are going to be put in. I personally, like, the only person I would care like necessarily being added would be Dante.
Same. I mean,
Yeah.
that's quite literally. I mean, obviously there's like dozens of other characters I can think of. Like if they put in Neku Sakuraba from The World Ends With You, which is
Oh,
quite
okay.
literally one of my top like 3 games of all time.
Hmm.
If they put that in, then I'd be obscenely hype.
No
But
more
I
Square
doubt
Enix
that's gonna be.
characters.
I doubt it.
Yeah. That'd be cool though.
Yeah.
People
but,
were saying like Sora. I just don't see that happening at all because I feel like that'd have to get Disney involved.
yeah, I remember. I don't remember who I was talking with, but I said straight up like I don't feel like Sora fits in Smash.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I don't know.
'Cause, like, this is just me coming from the competitive side of things. Sora, like especially in the Kingdom Hearts games, well, I guess exclusively in the Kingdom Hearts games, he focuses on like long strings of combos,
Mhm.
and you don't really have that in Smash aside from Bayonetta, who completely broke the game.
I was gonna say unintentionally Bayonetta.
Yeah, and like that that ruined Smash 4.
Oh yeah.
So it's why I don't see them doing that. And if they do, then it wouldn't feel like Sora if you had to do just like one hit into one hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Yeah, it's why I don't think that Sora fits in Smash. But again, that's just me. Other people have their own opinions. If he got in, I'd be happy for all the Kingdom Hearts fans. I mean, hey, I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan too. I'd probably get excited.
Yeah. No, yeah. I still I think I've only played Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm literally like just past where you first I think I just got to Tarzan, and like I look cuz I did not grow up with it. I feel like you have to grow up with Kingdom Hearts. Is that a controversial opinion?
No, I don't think it's a controversial opinion at all. I feel that nostalgia and quite literally growing up with it and like getting the hype built up for it as the games came out definitely adds on to things.
Okay, yeah, because like I don't think it's a bad game at all. I just found like myself kind of getting like disinterested and like I like I don't want to be mean, but I was cringing a bit at some of the like a lot of like really kind of gushy like love stuff, and like that's fine. Like I honestly I think there's still charm in that. I'm not trying to say like this game's too baby for me. So I was like, I don't want to play baby game. Like I could still feasibly, I could still go back to Kingdom Hearts, I think, and give it another shot. I still think I will. But like,
I will say,
mhm.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is so much better than Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh really?
Like in pretty much every way, shape, and form, Kingdom Hearts 2 is much better than Kingdom Hearts 1.
Well, judging by how the narratives go in those games, I could not, or could I jump into 2 without playing 1? Do you
No.
think? No.
Fuck. Here's the thing. In theory, you shouldn't be able to, but like, there's like 4 people on the internet who know the entire story of Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my god, dude.
Because
I,
Kingdom Hearts 2 isn't even the second Kingdom Hearts game.
what? Why? Is it fucking the? Is it the one that's like an algebra equation? That's like the second game.
No, it's Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. That is the second game,
Oh,
and that's the
good.
one that was on Game Boy Advance and got re-released on PlayStation 2.
Is the rhythm game canon?
Yes,
Okay. Oh god, what?
all of the Kingdom Hearts games are canon. There is not a single non-canon Kingdom Hearts game.
Wasn't there like a mobile Kingdom Hearts game?
Yes, Kingdom Hearts Coded. That one is also canon.
Where can you even play that?
They re-released it on the DS as Kingdom Hearts Recoded.
I'm fucking dude. I can't.
I'm not even joking with you. There is no non-canon Kingdom Hearts game. Even the mobile game, Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, is
What?
canon, and that takes place before all of the Kingdom Hearts games.
Bro, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? The only Kingdom Hearts game like I owned as a kid was like on the Game Boy, like Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, that one's the second Kingdom Hearts game. That one's Chain of Memories.
What the dude? so I played the second Kingdom Hearts game. It's fine.
But yeah, so in theory, you shouldn't be able to go into Kingdom Hearts 2 without playing the previous games, but like I said, there's like 3 people on the internet total who know the true lore of Kingdom Hearts.
Bro, fuck it. I'll just watch that video by Barry on YouTube. I'll
Honestly,
to fill in the
pretty
gaps.
good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good.
I think I watched like half of it, and I gotta say I love his presentation style. It's a good video.
100%.
So yeah. Anyway, so Sora, I do not think is going to be Smash Bros contender.
Neither do I. But you know what? I never thought Joker would be in or any Persona game would be in Smash.
Oh
So
my god.
Sakurai can do whatever the fuck he wants. Apparently.
Yeah. See, exactly. At this point, I'm kind of like I'm just satisfied with the roster. I pretty much got like everyone I need. Dante would be the one if I'm like really like yeah like that would be great. But I'm not seeing that still.
I think if Dante got announced, I would like actually cry.
Like that would bring back my like it'll push down my cynical side. It'll push down my free melee side. Although it'll never suppress it. I shouldn't even say. Ugh.
I think that would be the one thing that would probably get me back into playing Smash Ultimate like competitively if Dante was actually a character.
Yeah. So I feel that. Anyway, so I guess we'll leave off there with some hopeful thoughts of the future for Smash Bros. What is The next, what was the next big thing?
Well, going in order of what was announced, first was the DLC fighter, then Fall Guys, Outer Wilds on Switch.
Yes, Majora's
Which,
Mask in space.
yeah, essentially.
Oh fuck, dude.
Okay.
We gotta talk about Mario fucking Golf, buddy. We gotta talk about Mario Golf because Mario Golf. Okay, so it sounds like I was hyped on this, but I'm actually not that hyped as I'm presenting this. My whole thing. I like my issue is I see potential in Mario Golf, but I see them almost like teasing that they may have that potential in this game, but I don't think they will. And that comes from the story mode and the RPG aspects.
Look, speaking of that, I actually had the Mario Golf Game Boy Color.
Yes, I was gonna bring that up. That's exactly what I was gonna fucking talk about. The RPG. Yes.
Yeah, I really, really loved the story mode of it. Like, I unironically really loved the story mode.
Dude, oh my god, yes, finally. Oh my god, that when I saw the RPG stat shit and like the story mode with the me, I'm like, they could do it. They could do a fucking RPG. Please. Please.
I mean, I heard that the Mario Tennis Aces, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one on Switch.
That one had a story mode, but
it was like a world. Yeah, no, it's like a world map and stuff. Like, I think the presentation of that game was good, and I kept like wanting to get it, and the thing is, like, I love Mario Tennis. Like, I got like really serious on Mario Tennis on the Nintendo 64. Didn't get that much in a Power Smash, but I always hear that that's like the big one. It's probably great. I just never had enough time to really get into it. But yeah, I ended up skipping Aces. And in terms of like, if this Mario Golf had like an RPG story like the Game Boy or Game Boy Color, like because it's still Camelot making these games, right? Is it Camelot?
You know what? I think the last Mario sports game that I owned was the Game Boy Color version of Mario Tennis.
Well, because like
golf.
Yeah, because like Camelot was like the one that made all these, and then they also eventually just ended up making their own RPG with Golden Sun, and like and they aren't making Golden Sun, that's for damn sure. So hey, how about just make a Mario Golf RPG instead okay, make Golden Sun instead of a Mario Golf RPG. Like, let's get some priorities at least, but like, also let's get like a Mario Golf RPG. What is it about golf that lends itself so well to like an RPG like game framework?
I have no clue. If I'm being perfectly honest, I have no clue at all.
Like, it works so well. I don't fucking understand. But anyway, that was basically my wrap up. Also, I saw this on like a Game Explain video like 2 seconds ago. It started. Andre was first he said like he's only going to be paying their interns like $2 an hour, but then it turns out on the website for Mario Golf, King Bob-omb's going to be a character. So that's neat.
Dude, I haven't seen that guy since freaking Mario 64.
Yeah, apparently he's playable in Mario Kart Tour, but who the fuck's playing that? Am I right? What?
Who knows?
But no, King Bob-omb will apparently be playable. So that's, I mean, fuck. Let's bring in some obscure Mario characters. I'm so down for that.
Yeah,
please.
I mean, I think that's really cool. Like, I remember playing Mario Kart Double Dash, and I thought it was cool as hell that they made King Boo and Petey Piranha characters.
Yeah, man. Like, I want EGAD to be playable in something, for the love of fuck. Why the hell? They have such a good character here. Underutilized.
I don't know, maybe they're worried that if he gets like too excited, he'll die or something.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, then he'll be a ghost in the next Luigi's Mansion game. It all works out. It all feeds into itself. Blech. Oh shit. We gotta talk about Zelda.
Yeah, controversial opinion, but I fucking love Skyward Sword.
Yeah, this is where our podcast never takes off, because we both have to die on the sinking ship of Skyward Sword is a good game. Apparently a lot of people are not happy about Skyward Sword.
Yeah, I saw.
I was surprised. I honestly like I was really of the belief that like people really were coming around on that game.
I mean, it could just be the vocal minority,
True, that's
but
true.
I know a lot of people didn't have a good time with the motion controls, which honestly, it's something I never experienced because, um, like, rather than sitting down while I played it, I like actually stood up and kind of like
That was the
followed through
same.
with my movements, and I never had a single issue with motion controls. Like I remember the first time I played it, it was before I was getting onto the internet a lot, and I thought game was great.
Yeah.
Like I thought all of the game so good, so much fun. And then I see nothing but people bashing it online.
I and like I'm trying to figure out where that started because I feel like the game had a lot of great reception when it came out because I was at least like checking out like reviews and stuff for it when it came out. And like I don't know, I never saw that much hate until like way later with I think the first time I ever saw hate for it really was Egoraptor's video, and then after that like I kind of like I feel like it kind of picked up a lot more on the
I
vocal
see. When I
hatred
started
of
getting
that
on
game.
the internet more, I saw a lot of people just not liking it.
Okay.
Because everyone was complaining about the motion controls and how stupid the motion controls. Like honestly, I think a lot of the hate stems from
Wow.
the motion controls. Um, I also know that people complained at the fact that there was only like kind of three main areas
Hmm.
with
Yeah,
the
I can see where they're
narrative.
coming from with like the linearity. Like I've
Yeah,
seen that.
I
I've
know
seen that
that
argument.
those were complaints about it, which granted are valid.
Oh yeah.
There are only like three major areas, and you go back and forth between them. Um, but yeah, I'm a big fan of Breath of the Wild personally, so I'm very excited for it, especially seeing that you don't need to use motion controls.
Yeah. I'm very interested to try that out because I don't know. I think I also brought this up on stream, but like I for a long time wanted to make a game that would revolve around kind of like makeshift little sword fighters, and the idea was that everything would be customizable, and you make like little dungeons. And the idea was that like it would revolve around sword fighting with that kind of playstyle where you flick the stick in the direction that you would slash your sword.
Hmm.
So like seeing it put in here, I was like, oh, okay. Like I kind of want to see like what this actually feels like, and see
Yeah, no,
if it makes it any
legit.
better.
I thought that part of Skyward Sword was so intelligent.
Mm.
Like the fact that enemies would block a certain way, and based on how you swung your sword, you could bypass their defense.
Yeah, no, every encounter in Skyward Sword, and I again I could see an argument against this, but like it felt like an actual sword fight. Like it was for me at least, it felt like the first Zelda game where I had to like think more about like combat when you're in it
Yeah, I
rather than
remember
just wait.
a friend of mine got Skyward Sword the day it came out. I didn't get it the day it came out. Um, and like the next week at school, he was like, "Dude, Skyward Sword starts you out with 6 hearts," and I was like, "Really?" Like, he's like, "Yeah, because like the people said it was gonna be harder," and I was like, "Well, is it harder?" He's like, "I died like 3 times in the first dungeon," and I was like, "Oh shit."
I totally forgot it starts you off with 6 hearts.
Yeah, so uh when I started playing it, I was like, "Oh, I see why." Like these enemies like think about how they're gonna attack you and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I yeah man, and that like I think I also brought this up on stream, but the like that is still my favorite depiction of like like the relationship between Zelda and Link. It's in that game. It's close between that, and I also like how it's depicted in Minish Cap.
Oh, you see, I was gonna say I really like how it's depicted in Breath of the Wild.
Oh really? I mean, I actually like again. I really like that one too, and I no here you speak your piece.
I will say, pre Breath of the Wild, it was 100% Skyward Sword
Hmm.
because this is the first time that Link and Zelda like, well, aside from Minish Cap, but it's like the first time that Link and Zelda have a pre-established relationship, and in this one they don't start off as a chosen hero and like the princess who will use the Triforce of Wisdom to help steal away the big bad.
Yeah.
In this one, they were just two kids who had known each other since they were little,
Yeah.
and like I gotta say personally, like when Zelda, I guess spoiler alert for like a 10-year-old game, but when Zelda sealed herself in the crystal, um, and like Link just kind of had to sit there, like I felt for him, man. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, like you could feel the emotion with the way that like they had, I guess, drawn his face.
I mean,
um,
the art style in that game was really, really good.
I love the art for Skyward Sword so much. It's like the characters are so expressive
Mm.
and like
Groose. That's all I have to say.
yeah, the game is Groose. I'd say aside from that, because like Ocarina of Time, Link and Zelda, it's just essentially, oh hey, like I saw you in my dreams, and then like 7 years later, oh hey, you're gonna save the world.
True. That's true.
um, Admittedly, I liked Wind Waker a lot, where Zelda doesn't start off as Zelda. She's Tetra, and they're like she's a
Mm.
pirate and she's giving Link all sorts of shit.
Wait,
Like,
Tetra Zelda?
oh shit, did I spoil that too?
Fuck.
But yeah, uh I really like how they depicted it in Breath of the Wild, though. I gotta say that was I don't know. It was something. There was something very charming about watching Zelda, who was like this, like I guess sheltered like princess, um, like learning about the world. Like those memories that you could get, uh, felt very cool.
Mhm.
And I think it gave a lot of insight into the character of Zelda more than it did Link, because I mean, Link has always been like a kind of blank slate, silent
Oh yeah.
protagonist. But yeah, I did really like how Breath of the Wild did it. But yeah, Skyward Sword, it felt so much more real. Like it gave Link like a purpose to want to save and like protect Zelda,
Yeah, dude.
as
Yeah.
opposed to like this is just your destiny type
Yeah,
of
it's
thing.
not just yeah, she's got the other Triforce piece. You gotta make sure Ganon doesn't do that. Whoops, go get her. Better go get her. She's scampering off. The yeah, definitely I always see people critique Breath of the Wild story, but legitimately like the story's there. Like it really is there. You just gotta find like I mean, like maybe that's a critique if you don't want to go searching for the story. Yeah, you can critique a game for that. It's fine. But like if you read like Zelda's journal entries and stuff like that and like really like read into like she was dealing with like a lot of issues that are very mature, at least in stuff that like I can like like I can relate to, stuff about like feeling like you're not really like living up to like expectations that are put upon you, and like the way that like she like at first like resents Link because like Link fits his role like perfectly immediately, and like she's still struggling like getting her magic. It's like
Hmm.
it's crazy. It,
Yeah,
it's such a good story, and like I do feel like it's a bit more subtle and in the background than like other Zelda games, but Breath of the Wild is absolutely phenomenal in the depiction of its Zelda and Link story.
yeah, absolutely. I feel like the fact that the storytelling is more subtle is kind of what made me care about it, because of the fact that it's depicted in Zelda writing in her journal, as opposed to just her getting upset and saying that. Like it felt more real.
Yeah, and like I mean, it adds more credence to the true ending when she turns around. It's like, "Do you remember me?" It's like, well, if you did the reading and you went in there and like you understand everything, like yeah, like it really feels like she's talking to you. It's like, did you remember? Like, do you remember me?
Yeah.
So cool, so satisfying. I fucking can't wait for Breath of the Wild 2, and it's totally okay that they didn't announce anything about Breath of the Wild 2 today.
Yeah. No, I look. I mean, I know that the sentiment is shared a lot online, but it seems like not too many people like practice what they preach. But I would much rather wait and have a game delayed than have a game come out as a flaming pile of crap.
Yeah, man, and like honestly, it sounds like they are working on their good pace. They've got like good track, at least from what Onuma said. And like they even went as far as to at least say that like we'll see something by the end of this year, which I'm not even like I wouldn't have even needed to hear that. As long as they just said that they're working on it, like that's all I need to know.
Yep.
And I wanted to bring this up because I want to know what you think, because I want to know if I'm crazy, because I think Maya liked them. What do you think of the Zelda Joy-Cons?
Oh, I thought they looked fucking dope.
Oh God, why do this makes me feel like shit. I don't like the design, man. Shit.
I saw them and I was like, oh my god, like I really want them.
All right, fair enough. I don't want to talk shit about the Zelda Joy-Cons
No,
because
I mean,
like
hey, you are free to give your own criticisms.
I
If
feel
you
like
like, I feel like it's better if we discuss why I like them and why you dislike them, because then it's not just, us echoing each other's sentiments all the time.
that is fair. That is fair. And on that note, this is why they're garbage. No. I feel like I'm just like really finicky when it comes to like designs of stuff. Like I really like the Joy-Cons kind of like matte with like not really a lot of like intricate design on it. And so like when I saw the colors with like like all the little symbols that reflect their respective item from Zelda, like the Master Sword and the shield, like to me like the little symbols just seemed a bit tacky. I don't know, like I felt like to me if I was gonna design a Joy-Con to look like the Master Sword like hilt, I would have picked the probably like similar color obviously to reflect the sword, but I would have like maybe done like the cross stitching of like the hilt or something on it. Like I don't know if I would have put in like as much of these little like symbols and stuff around it. The shield one maybe makes that a bit more difficult, but I was thinking about maybe giving it like a silver backing or like some sort of like trim on it. But like I'd want to keep it like as simple as possible, if that makes sense. That could, again, that's probably just my taste in things, because I like things looking, I guess, plain and boring. I don't know, but
No, I get what you're saying, because like looking at it now, I do agree with the critique on the Master Sword one.
hmm,
Because I mean, like the only thing that they really have for the Master Sword one is just like the little symbol at the bottom, because like the
yeah,
kind of like gold outline of the joystick and the gold symbols on the buttons or around the buttons don't really scream Master Sword to me.
yeah,
Um, I think the Hylian Shield one looks a lot better. Like
yeah. I can agree with that.
I feel like the Hylian Shield one, like you take one look at it and you think, oh, it's like something Hylian. It's from Zelda.
Yeah, it's that blue. It honestly, it's that blue. It's the same shield that's been there for every time. Like every now and then, the Master Sword kind of changes its hue, or like can be even like closer to purple. But like that Hylian shield is always that same like royal blue color, and like that with the red like symbols on there. It's like it's so prominent.
Yeah, with the crest of the royal family there, and that same familiar blue color, and even the yellow accents.
Oh yeah,
Like me, immediately seeing it, I just get images of the Hylian shield. The Master Sword one, um, yeah, I mean, I think your critique is fair. Like, I personally, I think the like greenish like wrap around the hilt is significantly more iconic than just throwing on some
yeah,
on it. So
yeah. I'm looking at the image of
uh,
them now. Yeah,
yeah, so I feel like if anything, I would have changed the Master Sword one, but I think the Hylian Shield one is like freaking A+ for me.
yeah. I can respect that. The Hylian shield one definitely like it sticks out much more, and it would have like, especially for the Hylian like shield, it needs the family crest on there.
Yeah, also I just realized a critique of it.
Hmm.
I would have made the Master Sword the left one and the Hylian Shield the right one
Oh
because
my
we
god.
left-handed.
Oh my god. No, Link's not left. He's not left-handed anymore. He's right-handed. It's
Is he
over.
right-handed now?
I think Breath of the Wild he's right-handed, isn't he? Am I
Is
crazy?
he?
I
I
think
have
in
no
Breath of the
idea.
Wild he's right-handed again.
I lent Breath of the Wild to my brother who is in Hawaii right now, so I haven't played Breath of the Wild in like 2 years. Uh,
Oh,
so I
fair
cannot say
enough.
for certain. But in my
Yeah,
mind, Link is a left-handed boy.
Well, yeah, I mean that. What game? What game am I thinking of where it's like they literally quote like the hero as like he's the left-handed swordsman? Like, cause that's like the
Twilight
big
Princess.
deal. Yeah, cause like that's like the big deal. It's the left-handed swordsman. Speaking of Twilight Princess and like Wind Waker, man, I am bummed that those two did not get ported over. We have the
I
HD trilogy now.
I really hope, I sincerely hope that Skyward Sword being or HD, Skyward Sword HD, whatever, is kind of like the Super Mario 3D world, and then like they release like later down the line for this year, they release like a Zelda HD collection with like Ocarina of
Ooh.
Time, Wind Waker,
Oh my
and Twilight
God.
Princess.
Yeah, I would it be asking too much to just shove the Majora's Mask in there too? Do you think?
I don't think so. I just said that those three just because I feel
Definitely
like
those three.
those are like
Yeah.
the big like main series like canon ones that are really big. Just because like with like the Mario 3D pack, they didn't put in like Galaxy 2.
That kills me that Galaxy 2 is not in there still. I part of me was almost like in this direct they're gonna announce a patch that adds Galaxy 2.
Nah, Nintendo.
And then you
being
gotta print out a new a new logo for the box that adds it. Oh my god. You know what? Okay, I see a lot of people complaining about this because Skyward Sword is it's full 60 for $60, 60 buckaroos, 60 dinero coming out of my wallet to play Skyward Sword again. And look, I'm all for paying less money for things. Nintendo can do whatever the hell they want. How do you feel about this?
Honestly, I just kind of expected it to be 60.
Yeah, same. I mean, they did.
I
Yeah,
have no reason to believe that they would make it cheaper. They've
yeah.
never shown that they were gonna make like real releases or anything cheaper. So I don't get what people are so up in arms about.
I mean, because Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD were both $60 when they came out on the Wii U.
Yeah.
So like I'm not shocked by that. And also this just takes me back to people complaining that like Mario 3D All-Stars was $60. I'm like, okay. Like that's like 3 games.
It's three of like the best like
3D platforming games of their time like
I won't say that for Sunshine.
Oh, really?
As much as I love Sunshine, like I honestly like love Sunshine to death.
Hmm.
I am well aware of its many problems.
Yeah. No, yeah, I got to be fair to that. That's true. I love
I will,
Sunshine, but
two of those games are like two of the most influential 3D platformers of their time.
I still stand by it. I feel like Galaxy is probably the best one in that pack.
You know what? I still haven't played Galaxy.
Dude, what? You haven't played Galaxy?
No, I
Get
never
on
owned
that.
Galaxy, and now I own it, and I've been playing Monster Hunter.
Oh my god, dude, you're crazy. You gotta look. It is killing me to say this. Take a break from the demo. You gotta play
I'm not
Galaxy,
even
my
playing the
man.
demo right now. I'm playing like Monster Hunter.
Oh, gotcha. Dude, you gotta play Galaxy. That game is so fucking good.
I've heard. I have literally heard nothing but good things about it. The only negative I've heard is that Galaxy 2 just does it better.
Yeah,
But then I also watched Barry's video about like his critique of Mario Galaxy.
Hmm.
Not to say that Galaxy's a bad game or anything,
Oh no.
but yeah, I mean I should play it, and I'm probably gonna get around to it at some point.
Oh my god, dude. I fair enough. The game is phenomenal, and it sucks that 3D All Stars is gonna all of our copies are gonna self-destruct soon.
Oh yeah.
That really is the bummer of all
Forgot about
this.
that. It's almost March.
Yeah, the other pricing controversy, I guess, was that they're charging. I think Miitopia is like $50. People are upset about that since it's a port of a 3DS game that was like $40 when it came out.
Yeah, but they're adding stuff to it.
Well, like people are like, oh, they added a horse and hair. I don't know. To me, I don't see an issue with it. I didn't play Miitopia when it came out on 3DS. I may give it a shot this time, but
Oh yeah, same for me.
Yeah, I may give it a shot, and like $50 honestly still seems pretty like a pretty good price for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's a first party Switch game.
Yeah,
I expect those to be $60.
yeah, that's true too.
Forgive me if that's a controversial opinion or anything, or if I'm pro capitalism or whatever, but
Well, we don't forgive here, Tyus. You know that.
uh,
I think the last thing I wanted to bring up was this isn't like a big deal. This kind of ties into what I was talking about earlier, just in terms of performance on the Switch. And this isn't even a game I was really looking forward to at all. It was just something I noticed looking at the gameplay for No More Heroes 3. Did you notice how like blurry that game looked?
yeah, I did. Granted, I have never played a No More Heroes game,
Me neither. Me neither.
but from the videos that I've seen, it's got a very rough art style, so I think that might just be the art style
I
blending to.
I know it's cell shaded, but like it wasn't like the blurriness of like the art style to at least I don't know, maybe my stream was losing quality at that time, but it looked like the way the Switch turns down resolution to run faster to me. And like it was I've never seen a game look that murky.
Hmm.
It could have totally just been me. I could be totally wrong. I hope the No More Heroes fans get what they deserve. That sounds terrible. I I hope they get a good game, and because like you know I got respect video game communities for some cult games, not mainstream stuff. And if No More Heroes is gonna get a sequel, then maybe more cult classics will get some sequels.
Hey man, they already announced that The World Ends With You is getting a sequel, like
Oh yeah,
freaking I think what is it, 12 years after the
yeah.
first
Not
one?
even not even in a direct.
And that literally I am beyond excited for that, trust me.
Oh, I know.
Um One more thing I want to talk about is fucking Monster Hunter Rise.
I'm gonna fucking combust,
Oh
bro.
my, like, okay, so uh as I've explained, I am a very old school Monster Hunter player. Been playing since 2006. And boy howdy, I don't think I've ever been as excited for a monster game as this
Oh
one.
boy. Guys,
Um,
if you've been away from Monster Hunter for a while, it's time to fucking come back.
oh my god, there's so many, like they drop so many things in this trailer. Like they announced a few returning monsters. They announced new monsters. Like one of the monsters like literally fucking like earth bends and makes like pillars out of mud.
The
Um
fights are gonna be so much more dynamic, and I'm like,
and
uh,
one thing that I know we've brought this up before, but I don't know what the hell Capcom is doing to make that game run so smooth.
what is with the fucking? It's the RE engine, right? Or the is that what it's called? The RE engine?
Yeah, RE Engine.
How the fuck do they have that running so well on Switch, like stable? Like in the demo, I
Because
experienced no frame drops. It's just a
yeah,
steady like performance.
I don't know if you caught this, but so they already announced that the Rampage was going to be something that's new for this game.
Hmm.
I don't know if you caught this, but they had four large monsters all doing in like unique things on the screen at the same time.
How the fuck is this going to run on my Nintendo Switch? It will. I have all the faith in this game. Like I would fucking put $1 billion on this working just as it looks.
I'm also incredibly excited. Well, so during the trailer when they were talking about the Rampage, they mentioned something about an Apex monster,
Apex
which
Legends on the Switch? You're right, Tice. They didn't.
but the Apex was a mechanic from Monster Hunter 4U.
Oh, wait.
Um,
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Unfortunately, according to like different translations of the like of other sites or the Monster Hunter official website in different languages, um, it doesn't say that it's Apex. I think that the English team just ran out of describing words.
Oh my god. So it's just a new mechanic, same tag. Okay.
Yeah, but even with that, I think the game just looks amazing. And also, the fucking NPCs are gonna suit up and fight
Let's
alongside you.
fucking go. I
Like,
oh,
it was a big complaint of people that the handler in Monster Hunter World, that she was like fucking useless.
just stays at camp. Like, I'll make food.
Either she stays at camp, or she gets like abducted by some monster, or she like trips and falls in front of a monster and just like
Uh,
makes you like miserable.
yeah.
So this happening where you see all of the NPCs like having their own weapons and
Oh my
stuff to
god.
fight alongside you, like, oh my god.
It's gonna lend so much to actually like making like the Monster Hunter world feel more like lived in, seeing that rather than just being like, oh, I look around and I see hunters all around me. They're all doing the same thing I'm doing, I assume,
Because the
when
thing
I'm not
is,
looking.
like there are like these like kind of like Monster Hunter like encyclopedia books and whatnot, like um all sorts of like Monster Hunter like lore dumps and whatnot. So like the members of the guild were hunters at one point or another.
Okay.
But they've never shown that before. Like the closest they did was in Monster Hunter 1. The girl behind the girl who gave you your missions, like she would talk about like, oh, back when I was a hunter. Like that was kind of the closest thing that we got.
It's all just like
But
text based.
yeah, but now they're like legitimately showing that every one of your like NPC helpers can throw down if need be.
Bro, I also the one thing I'm wondering, how dynamic are like the hub areas gonna be? Because they keep
Um,
cutting to that one like little building, and like there's always like somebody like either running on the roof. I don't know. That could just be a cutscene. And like, have they showed people like walking around? Like, is it more
yeah,
dynamic than
they have,
before?
they have. Let me find it, but they have 100% shown all four hunters like wire bugging their way like across rooftops and whatnot.
Like, that's fucking great. Like, oh my god, it's just because like that's always kind of like this may sound like a critique of Monster Hunter. I love Monster Hunter. All right, don't start spreading lies about me. I love Monster Hunter, but like a lot of the hub areas, I always kind of felt a little just kind of like dead because there's no like real camera control. You're just kind of like it's a little hub area and like it knows what it is. Basically, is what I'm like trying to say, and like there's nothing wrong with that. It gets the job done. Like where all the places you need to go are. But I
I
mean, Monster
agree
Hunter
with you
World's
with that,
different, but
but but
mm,
um me personally, when you play these games for a long time, and you like talk to the NPCs and whatnot, like it really starts to feel like a really living like a living breathing area. Like I know you can't see other hunters in like the like the base city or the hub or whatever,
mm,
but um it just there's little details in those hubs that don't make them just feel like, oh, this is like a video game city. Like it just
right,
feels like a city.
yeah, no, fair enough. Totally fair. I see that. And like, we talked about this before, right? Is there going to be some sort of pseudo in the hub areas, like you can see other people online, like doing stuff?
From what I know, it's not so much that you're going to be able to see like just random people online. Like you
Mm.
have to be in like a session with other people.
Well, that's still a one up from just being in the Gathering Hub area.
Yeah, no, because World and other Monster Hunter games, admittedly, they restricted that to just the hub,
Mm.
and that you know that's kind of like it's cool. You can see other hunters before you go into a hunt, but it's also like, oh man, I wish I could see them like everywhere.
Yeah, like
This
go
is the
like
first game where
prep
you're gonna
up
be able to see
and get
them
everything you
in
need.
the city,
Yeah,
walking around, going to like the smithy to upgrade stuff,
yeah,
going to just doing stuff.
yeah. Oh my god, dude.
That blows me away. Like I I can't wait for this game, man.
Like it's game of the year 2021 already. Like I the demo alone is game of the year 2021.
Oh, and I just want to say this for people who have tried the demo and do not like it.
You're lying to
Um,
yourself.
no, because I can understand
Yeah, I
because
know.
the the demo, because a lot of Monster Hunter is based around armor skills,
Hmm.
and the demos for Monster Hunter never give you armor skills.
Mm.
Aside from that, some weapons are straight up nerfed because of the demo. Like weapons like the sword and shield, the dual blades, the bow.
Mm.
Those are weapons that rely heavily on elemental damage. And
Right.
all of the weapons in the demo don't have elemental damage.
So you hear that, new people new to Monster Hunter that don't like Monster Hunter, you guys just don't understand. You gotta invest. Invest more
I
time in this thing.
personally speaking, I think that anyone can get into Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Like there is going to be a weapon that is for everyone. There is going to be like something that you'll enjoy from the game. Uh you just have to find it, because like when I first played Monster Hunter, uh I was not feeling it. Like I was like, oh, like this weapon is, because I think I played Lance when I first played and I just did not enjoy it. I switched to Sword and Shield, I switched to Dual Blades, to Switch Axe, and then like it just clicked with me. I was like, this is the game, like for
Right.
me. This makes sense. I see why people play this game now.
Right. No, I'm like, let me put it this way. Like, I got poo poo pee pee, my ADHD brain. I see all these like menus and letters and stuff. I feel overwhelmed at first. And like, that was my whole view of like Monster Hunter. Now playing like this game and learn, like, it took me forever to find a gun, or not a gun. I'm already getting ahead of myself, but like, but like finding a weapon to use that like would work. For a while it was the insect glaive. And then like, I started getting like a little bit like, oh, this may be a little bit too complicated for me. And then I found the heavy bow gun. My life is forever changed. Like there is a weapon in here that is geared for you. Like that is my belief. Like no matter who you are, there's a weapon that you will find that will click for you.
Also, I gotta say, I tried the heavy bowgun. The charging shots feels ridiculously satisfying.
Shit's whack, bro. I got my motion controls on. I play it like Splatoon. That is I am in a fucking different plane of existence playing heavy bowgun with my Splatoon controls.
I don't think I would ever use the motion controls.
You're insane. You gotta do it.
I don't think I would do that, but like that's just not for me. But yeah, like I mean, I've never been much of a gunner player. I've in previous games I always played the melee weapons. The only gunner player that I would use, or gunner weapon I would use, was the bow. And this is the first game where I play a bowgun weapon where I am just like, damn, this feels good as hell to use.
Shit, dude, this game, it just feels good. I don't know what it is. I don't know what Capcom, what's their secret sauce? What is this? What is this Monster Hunter secret sauce?
Look, this is the first kind of Monster Hunter game that you're like really getting into. This ain't my first rodeo. Like I just, oh man, there's just something so satisfying about it. Like even just like landing a few hits on like fast monsters feels good, because it's just like you earn that, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like you abuse some game mechanic or anything. It's like you earn that hit. When you finish the monster, when you slay it, you earned that victory. You get to carve it, and that just feels good. It's your reward for doing that.
Yeah, man, like few games come to mind that make me feel as like the rewarding feeling of that game is so unique. Yeah, you work together, you earn those fights are tough. You get down to the point where like when you get that monster down and you're carving it, that is like fucking like incredible. That is a trophy. That is like a real fucking accomplishment. I love it. I love it so much. I come on talking about fucking Monster Hunter Rise forever. I just need the game.
Same. Oh yeah. Another game I want to mention, like Neon White seemed very interesting.
Is that first person shooter one with the cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what to make of that. I liked the fast paced nature that I was seeing, but like I still can't figure out like what the mechanic is.
I don't know either, but I just thought it looked cool.
Yeah, no, I give it that. It definitely looked cool.
Like it looked like video game junk food. It looked like just turn my brain off and just like kill some demons and just zoop around.
Yeah. Yeah, no, honestly, I feel that too. I'm hoping to see some more about that game, and hopefully maybe I'll give it a shot. I don't know. It depends. That card thing is still, I'm trying to figure out what that was, but the fast-paced nature of it definitely is something up my alley.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like any other like little things that like slipped through. They
Um,
announced that really cool looking indie game. Hades, that looks cool. I wonder when that game comes out.
have you played Hades yet?
No, dude, I know. Everybody's telling me to play Hades. It looks great. I know.
Oh man, I Hades is
Hey, maybe I'll get the physical release. I guess that this is like a good excuse, if anything.
go for it. I mean, I gotta say, Hades, like for a point in time last year, was quite literally the only game that I was playing for a solid couple of
Yeah, I
weeks.
noticed.
uh, it's very fast paced. The art is, in my opinion, amazing.
It is. It's incredible.
The music, to quote my project manager at work, um, the music is hype condensed into sound form.
Dude, that's awesome. That's such a good descriptive.
The like literally like just the soundtrack gets me pumped.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
I also gotta say, super pumped for Project Triangle Strategy.
Oh my god. Yeah, we didn't really touch on that. Project
No, we didn't.
Project Triangle Strategy, because I'm playing through Octopath right now, and that's pretty much all I have to go on is just because that art style, and also it's a strategy RPG.
Yeah, it's a tactics RPG, which very like I feel like they're doing things with it that mm, other tactics RPGs kind of try, but they don't get as detailed with it. Like when they showed that like, oh, use like ice on an area, then fire to melt the ice, and then shock it with thunder to shock everyone on it. Like
Whoa,
I was like, that's some big brain shit.
fuck! I was just like, look how pretty this game is. That went right over my head. I'll be
They
honest.
also showed like because like there was like a zip line in one of the maps, and it showed a character using the zip line to get like all the way across the map really quickly, and I'm like, huh. In other like tactical RPGs, that would just probably be like a set piece. Like that's actually being used.
Yeah, damn. I think the Switch is becoming home to the great tactical RPGs. We had like Fire Emblem Three Houses. We had Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Oh, there's Disgaea.
Oh, another game that I recommended a billion times.
Disgaea 5 complete, Disgaea 4 complete, and I think Disgaea 1 complete is also
I will play
on
Disgaea. I will play Disgaea.
like Disgaea is it's so good as like almost kind of like a satire tactical RPG because like there's a lot of strategy involved in it, but they make fun of so many things and they break the wall all the time. Um, it's like the writing in Disgaea is some of the funniest thing I have ever come across.
Yeah, dude, from what you were telling me, just the meta humor of that game. It sounds so good.
Uh, I don't have it yet, but how do you feel about Age of Calamity getting DLC?
Uh I still don't know what to make of that because it probably I doubt it's gonna be anything story related. I mean I don't know because Hyrule Warriors One's DLC was we got like some story bonus at least. I don't know. Now that I think about it, I guess that was really just the 3DS stuff that they added in. But like I don't know. The Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is really good. More anything more for that game, honestly, for me makes me happy. Uh, I'm gonna wait to see exactly what's gonna be added before I put some money in because I already got fucking Persona 5 Phantom Strikers coming in the mail, so I might be distracted by another Warriors style game while
I
that's
see.
happening.
There's also Bravely Default 2 coming out in literally a week.
Wait, seriously?
Comes out February 26th. That's next Friday.
Oh my god, I didn't realize it was coming out that soon.
Uh, I'm
Okay.
hyped.
Yeah, I haven't played any Bravely Default, but I assume dropping into Bravely Default 2 may be okay.
Uh, well, from what I understand, it takes place after Bravely Default 1, obviously. I don't know how connected the story is.
Be fine.
But maybe.
Is
I mean,
Bravely Second just not like is that not connected to anything?
no, Bravely Second is like a direct sequel to Bravely Default 1.
So what is Bravely Default 2?
Um, I know that the original party members do not make an appearance because in Bravely Default or Bravely Second End Layer,
Hmm.
um, some of the uh, I think one or two of the party members from the original one are party members in the second one as well. So,
Oh, okay.
um, I think Bravely Default 2 might take place like years after the first one or years after End Layer.
Okay, Bravely Default, don't be pulling some fucking Kingdom Hearts shit, all right? JRPG's got a bad rap in terms of fucking cohesive narratives as it is. Let's let's keep it together, guys. Come on. It's fine. It's probably great. I'm honestly legitimately not even shitting on like the cohesive narrative stuff because like I love the uniqueness of JRPG storytelling. I can appreciate it.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, I'm a huge sucker for JRPGs.
Yeah, as we are.
Like I just saw a tweet. It's like this Nintendo Direct was a 2 out of 10 unless you're a JRPG fan, in which case it was a 9 out of 10. And I was like, hey, I just rated it a 9 out of 10.
That literally just that just wrote you like a fucking book right there. I mean, there you go. Yeah, so I guess we could give our closing thoughts on this and we'll wrap this up. What give me some closing thoughts on this direct.
Closing thoughts. I mean, I think I just summed it up right there where
Yeah.
I'm a JRPG fan, so I'm rating it highly. But I feel like they unveiled a lot during this direct,
Mm,
and uh, I'm very excited for like most of the stuff on this list.
yeah, man. Now give it
But it's a shame because after March 26th, I'm not going to be playing anything else for the rest of my life.
yeah. Yeah, I'm sad. My fucking all my Twitch followers are gonna leave because I'm just gonna be literally only playing Monster
Monster Hunter
Hunter.
Rise.
Oh yeah,
And we'll be playing it together. I'll help you
literally.
play whatever monster you want, dude.
Please. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I at the start again. I had my cynical side come out. I'm like 6 or 7 out of 10 for this one. This one's not that great. But no, honestly, like I'm legitimately excited for so many of these games that like I would be lying to myself if I rated it that low. It's an 8 out of 10 for me. And fuck, dude, like Splatoon 3, man. I can't believe they're doing it.
I might actually play this Splatoon game more. Like
Do it.
the biggest reason why I didn't play Splatoon 2 or Splatoon 1, well, one, I didn't have a Wii U.
Though, yeah.
Two, I got Splatoon 2 like maybe a few months after it came out, and it felt like every team I was going up against had people higher level than me that
Yeah.
were just, like it's just like their weapons are just better.
Yeah, I know that
Their game
feeling.
is just better. So it's like me playing this, like I'm not saying that there's no skill involved. There's obviously a bunch of skill involved in Splatoon.
Mm.
Um, but I don't have the know-how of like months of playing, like people doing like these like combos or whatever, doing like these like strategies with their like super moves or whatever that I can't wrap my head around it.
It's got a
And
booyah bomb all the time.
furthermore, just got a booyah.
Yep, just booyah. That's all you gotta know.
And then people with like just like the same gun I'm using but stronger.
Yeah. Oh yeah. that's that's common.
That's what discouraged me from playing it. But I mean, if I start playing it on day one and I just progress with it, I feel like I could definitely get into it because the short time I spent with Splatoon 2, I definitely enjoyed. Um, I love Salmon Run.
Salmon Run is by far the Like a hot take coming up. Salmon Run is my favorite and is by far the best mode of Splatoon 2, and I feel like it deserved way more of a spotlight than it got.
I thought it was stupid that you could only play Salmon Run during like specific hours
Yeah.
on specific days.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's literally like the best fucking mode. Like Nintendo made a phenomenal co-op like PvE game mode in this game, and like it's only available during certain hours.
Yeah.
They
so
better bring that back. They have to.
at the very least, I can say that I really enjoyed Salmon Run.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
I did think the story, like the single player stuff, was really cool.
Yeah.
Granted, like you said, it did feel like it was very just kind of like thrown in there just to be thrown in there.
I feel like I felt more like that just because playing Splatoon 1, it felt like it was like the stories were very like the same. In terms of like the level layout. So if you didn't play Splatoon 1 and went to Splatoon 2, you may not have felt the same way.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought that the levels were just well designed.
Yeah,
like I was
they
just
are.
like, oh, this
They
is
totally are.
like good game design. But I guess when you've seen it twice in a row, it's very
Yeah, that
bland.
was the only thing for me. But like, I love Splatoon 2, even the story mode. Like, I hope I didn't come off like too harsh on it, but that was my whole thing. It's just that like to me, it seemed like it was the Mario Galaxy. No, because even Mario Galaxy 2, I like that more than the first. You know what I mean? I think you know what I'm trying to say. It's
It just felt like kind of like copy pasted, but
Yeah.
like we've changed like a few things here and there.
But then Octo Expansion came out and actually became like a testament of like, here's a challenge for you. Here's some shit we figured out that we could do with the physics engine of this game. Here, have fun figuring this shit out. I'm like, okay, great. I'll shoot the fucking 8-ball. That's awesome. So yeah, Nintendo Direct. I can't wait for the next one. Please be sooner than fucking 2 years. No, not 2 years, for like a year and a half. Oh my god, please. That being said, guys, this has been the Untitled Gaming Podcast Project. Thank you for joining us on our first episode. We will be doing some more, so you better stick around and like and subscribe and comment and give us that that fat clout.
Yeah, don't forget to share it with everyone you know. Share it with your mom, your dad, your grandma, your dog.
Yeah, I've been talking to your grandma. She wants more some more gaming podcast stuff, so please do. I've been TJ,
And I've been Tyus.
and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.
See ya.